Consumer Protection Act 2019. This act has been brought in the year 2019, repealing the previous act. The consumer markets for goods and services have undergone drastic changes from 1986 to 2019. Now, the new and changed law for the present market situation necessitated to bring new enactments. Under the present Act, Central Consumer Protection Authority has been taking place to intervene in unfair trade practices and to initiate class action, recall, refund and return of products. Further, the Act provides alternative dispute resolution mechanism. This enactment aimed at simplifying the consumer dispute adjudication process. Who buys any goods for consideration includes any user of such goods purchased by another person, not for resale. Hires or avails of any services for consideration paid partly or promised under any system of deferred payment. Buys any goods or avails services includes offline or online transactions, electronic or by teleshopping, or direct selling of multi-level marketing. Consumer disputes means a dispute where the person against whom a complaint has been made denies or disputes the allegations contained in complaint. Consumer rights. The right to be protected against the marketing of goods or products or services which are hazardous to life and property. The right to be informed about qualities, potency, purity, standard and price of goods. Right to be assured in possible way access to variety of goods, products or services at competitive prices. Right to be heard and assurance that the consumer interest will receive due consideration at appropriate forum. The right to seek redressal against unfair trade practices or unscrupulous exploitation of consumers. Right to consumer awareness. Every consumer should be cautious before buying goods, products and getting services and go through the conditions and the information on the goods or the products. The consumer can raise dispute when the goods purchased are not good or defective or the services taken are deficient before the Consumer Commission. Product liability action. Complaint filed by a person before the Commission against a product manufacturer who makes a product or part assembles any product, puts his own mark on any product made by the other person, makes a product and sells, distributes, installs, prepares, packages, labels, markets, repairs, maintains such product for commercial purpose or designs, produces, fabricates, constructs or remanufactures any product before its sale or being a product seller of product is also manufacturer of such product. Product seller. A person who in the course of business imports, sells, distributes, leases, installs, packages, labels, markets, repairs, maintains or other involved in placing such product for commercial purpose and includes a manufacturer who is also product seller or a service provider but does not include a seller of immovable property unless such person is engaged in the sale of houses or construction of houses or flats. A provider of professional service in any transaction in which The sale or use of a product is only incidental. A person who acts only in a financial capacity with respect to the sale of the product and is not manufacturer, wholesaler, distributor, retailer, direct seller, or an electronic service provider leases a product without having a reasonable opportunity to inspect and discover defects in the product under a lease arrangement in which the selection, possession, maintenance, and operation of the product are controlled by a person other than the lessor. Product service provider in relation to a product means a person who provides any service in respect of such product. A trade practice which tends to bring about manipulation of price or its conditions of delivery or to affect flow of supplies in the market relating to goods or services in such a manner as to impose on the consumer unjustified costs or restrictions like delay beyond the period agreed to by a trader in supply of which has led or likely lead to rise in price. Service means a service of any description which is made available to potential users and includes but not limited to the provisions of facilities in connection with banking, financing, insurance, transport, processing, supply of electrical or other energy, telecom, boarding or lodging or both, housing construction, entertainment, amusement, but does not include the rendering of any service free of charge or under a contract of personal service. Spurious goods are falsely claimed to be genuine by a trader who sells goods or distributes manufactures where such goods are distributed in package form includes a packer himself. A contract between manufacturer, trader or service provider on one side and consumer on the other side having such terms which cause significant change in the rights of the consumer, requiring excessive security, imposing penalty on the consumer for the breach of contract which is disproportionate to the loss, refusing to accept early repayment of debts, entitling to terminate a contract unilaterally and imposing unreasonable penalty or charges on the consumer or the unfair contract. Unfair trade practice is for the purpose of promoting sale of a good or service adopts any unfair method or deceptive practice by visible representation and including the electronic record falsely representing that the goods are particular standard, particular quality, particular quantity, grade, composition, style or model, falsely representing any rebuilt or second-hand, renovated, reconditioned or bold goods as new ones. Misleading the public concerning the price, warranty, wrappers or container and also about bargaining price in advertisement. Also gifts and prizes, withholding gifts offered to the participants in any scheme, refusing to refund the consideration within the stipulated time in the bill or cash memo, disclosing any personal information of consumer to any other person without the permission of the consumer. Authorities under the Act. District Consumer Protection Council is an advisory body to district administration, that is the collectors, and the collectors are the heads. The collector has power to inquire, investigate on complaints regarding violation of consumer rights, unfair trade practices, false or misleading advertisements within his jurisdiction. Central Consumer Protection Authority will regulate the matters relating to violation of rights of consumers, unfair trade practices, and false or misleading advertisements. Complaints. A complaint in relation to goods sold or services provided to be filed with District Commission up to 1 crore worth of goods or services by a consumer. Who purchased goods or services? Who alleges unfair trade practices? One or more consumers together can file a complaint. Personally or through a recognized consumer association, and the complaint may be filed electronically by paying a fee as prescribed. After the admission of complaint, the Commission at any stage of the proceedings may refer the matter to mediation on the request of both the parties. Every complaint shall be heard by the Commission, either district, state, or national, wherever the case is. The complaint shall be disposed of within a period of 3 months after taking into consideration all the evidence produced by both the parties. District Commission can review its orders in some cases. Every order made by a district, state, or central commission shall be enforced by it in the same manner as if it were a decree made by a court in a suit. Non-compliance of order may lead to imprisonment to the person 1 month to 3 years or fine of rupees 25,000 up to 1 lakh. Punishment for misleading advertisement. Misleading consumer shall be punished with imprisonment up to 2 years and fine up to 10 lakhs. Under this act, the appeals from the District Commission, the aggrieved party to the dispute can go to in appeal within 45 days from the order after paying due process fee to the State Commission. State Commission can transfer cases from district to district at any stage of the proceedings on the petition by either of the party to the dispute. Appeals from the orders of the State Commission lies with the National Commission within 30 days from the date of the order by the State Commission. National Commission at any stage of the proceedings on its own motion may transfer in the interest of justice, transfer any complaint pending before the District Commission of one state to a District Commission of another state, or before one State Commission to another State Commission. Appeals against order of the National Commission. Any person aggrieved by the order of the National Commission may prefer appeal to the Supreme Court against such order within a period of 30 days from the date of order. The appeals, whichever court is pending, shall be heard and expeditiously as possible or within 90 days from the date of its admission. This new act in its entirety aimed at simplifying the consumer adjudication process and provisions for consumers to file complaints electronically. Hope the act will achieve the objectives.